everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Cousins' Redskins going up against Manning's Giants. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
Josh Brown's got us teed up and ready to roll. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. On the return, this is Rashad Ross now. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
They'll come out in the pistol. Cousins with a give to Jones. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only one on that play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Cousins gives to Jones on the delay. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more importantly, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Cousins hands to Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
First down. Here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Thompson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? Like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete. And he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. They go play action. Cousins. And able to find Garcon. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Pierre Garcon, 36 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The return comes from Orleans Darkwa. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback, a multiple-time Pro Bowler. It's, of course, Eli Manning.
I still remember a scouting report that a former Giants GM had on Eli Manning coming out of Mississippi. He simply said he has it. And we always talk about the it factor, which means they're going to play large in big moments, in key situations, and Eli Manning has always had that.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They come up in an offset eye. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 1 quarter down. It's a close game here early on. Back to MetLife Stadium in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
On offense, a guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Shane Vereen, the intended receiver there. And it's 4th down. On now is Brad Wing to kick it away for the Giants. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. Crowder now to return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go. You love pressure. I love it. We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. One man in the backfield, that's Jones. A play fake to Jones, now Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you? You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Time to step aside. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this time out. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play. Well read. Well, thank you. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Jordan Reed has it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A first down throw for Cousins. Surveying the field. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And this is caught by Jackson. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed from 17 yards out. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. One final try now for Manning. Underneath for Jennings. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Giants trail at home at halftime. The Redskins have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. 3rd and long. Quick pass completed to Pierre Garçon. And it leads to a touchdown. Redskins up by a touchdown. Now to late in the second. Cousins got the completion from the gun. And it ends up working for a touchdown. That puts them on top by 14.
Okay, Larry, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Harris to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And the Redskins scoop it. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one. And it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a play fake here on first down. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. To throw, it's Manning. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here's Brad Wing now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Look at the spin. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game where they've just given up points, gotten pushed around, so to speak, during this contest. They've got to find a way to end it right here, right now.
Can they end it? Let's find out. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. He's got time in the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. On third down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find John Jackson that time. Now 4th down.
And no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is Harris.
Whoosh.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They start the drive with Jennings. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
They run again with Jennings. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Crowder. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down, it's Jones. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Giants. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Manning now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And here the hookup good to Victor Cruz. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Manning. Larry Donnell the target, and he's got it. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st down, Manning over the middle here to Donnell. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Again, it's Manning. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Well, look at Washington as they come onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
2nd down following the run. They'll go again to Jones. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.